Alright, good morning everyone. Apologies that I did not stream yesterday. Not unexpected, impromptu trip to Appleton. Today is my husband's birthday, so I just did not have time to stream yesterday. But we are streaming more Skyrim today. We ended stream last time, which was a hot bit ago. We had just made it back up to the Greybeards. So we will take it back up with talking to the Greybeards and hopefully getting at least the main story back on track. So we'll do the main story hopefully for a little while, and then hopefully not scroll too hard. But well, if you've been watching my streams, I can scroll pretty hard sometimes. But let's actually make an attempt to focus on the main story. So all right, let's get the game rolling and into it. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. All right. Let's see, this should be the save I want. All right. Alright, well, let's talk to the Greybeards.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Shout at us, and let us taste of your voice. Strike us with the power of your voice.
Tab. Why did that not... Oh, did I have that one equipped? Okay, yeah. There we go. I just didn't have it equipped. That's why that didn't activate.
Welcome to High Hrothgar.
So then I wonder which one I didn't pay attention to which one I had equipped, so I accidentally did something else and used it for the day. Oh well.
I speak for the Greybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here?
I mean, I'm answering your summons.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination. We are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the Greybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only Dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know.
Okay.
You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say.
That's fair.
We are the Greybeards.
I probably exhausted all this chat the first time we were doing this, but
you stand in High Hrothgar,
like I said, because of how everything ended up with like that weird death loop and then somehow, and then ultimately losing that save data. So we'll just kind of exhaust this again.
Between our inner and outer selves. You have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout. Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly.
Yep, that I learned.
As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro. Use your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Well done. Again. You learn quickly. Once more.
Alright, well, gotta wait for my cooldown.
Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
Whew.
We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Boy.
Oh, heaven. Okay, I think I'm okay. I thought I had to sneeze, but it's just a really obnoxious tickle.
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout. Master Bori will teach you Wood, which means whirlwind. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thumb. Approach Master Bori. Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Master Ori. Rex! Wolf! Your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of dragons. I want to see it for myself.
Not to brag or anything, but I have a quick learn. Psst. It helps that we've technically done this once before on stream, but again, having lost that save data, so I have a better grasp of what I'm doing this time.
You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial.
Ooh.
Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Wostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. Good. Then you will be ready for whatever lies ahead.
I mean, I guess it makes sense for... I'm not gonna... Well, we'll pursue this line of... Because we've kind of already done this one. We'll pursue this one just to
Dragons
flush
have
out the
always
story.
been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort.
I'm sure I've told the story. I find this kind of funny because I do play D&D, and my character is of the Dragonborn race. I play a Dragonborn artificer. So, again, I didn't really know the story of Skyrim. I've watched tiny bits here or there, but never really sat down to, like, watch anyone play it. So, like, what little bit I know wasn't anything, like, major spoilerly. So the fact that all of a sudden this game is like, oh, you're Dragonborn, I'm like, that's kind of funny. So, alright,
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Okay.
As I said, you will know you are ready
Oh,
when
excuse
your
me.
voice can open the path to him. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way.
Okay. We'll go with this one, and
He
then
was
I
a
will
great
go
war leader of the ancient Nords,
to the next
master
part
of
of
the
this
voice, the
storyline.
tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born.
Okay, I think we've...
Wind guide you.
Alright, let's peeky at her journal now. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller. Okay, give me 1 second here. Alright, so we wanted to retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller. Alright. Alright, and we have some level ups, so let's take care of that. We'll shove it into health again. Alright. Perks to increase to 2. Well, let's see what we have for destruction. I don't dual cast. Cast apprentice level restoration spells for half magicka. I think I already have that from, don't I? Yeah. Healing spells cure 50% more. Okay. Oh, that might actually not be a bad one. I guess I don't have this one. Okay, there. We did some leveling up of our restoration stuff. Alright. Oop. You know what? Let's drop a quick save. And then when we get close to where we need to be able to drop a hard save. Alright, let's see. Okay, Morthal. Yeah, we've been to Morthal, so we'll do that, and then we've got a horse, and then so we'll hoof it to, we'll hoof it the rest of the way to where we need to go. Alright. Start out in this direction. Alright, we're not gonna talk to those cultists because they give us problem. They've given us problem. They had given us problem every time we had been to town.
If you need any alchemy supplies, I'll do my best to provide them, assuming I haven't used them all up.
Oh, we don't have Lydia with us. Okay, we're going to take one quick little detour. We're going to get Lydia. Actually, now that I think about it, because she can be useful in, because you know we're going to have to fight stuff, and depending on what it is we have to fight, it might be better that we have our I don't remember her proper I don't remember what we call her, but our it's better that we probably have Lydia. She should hopefully be here. Otherwise, I think she might be in the barracks. Okay, so we will have to go to the barracks. Find her, right? Yeah. So I don't see her down here anywhere. Okay, so then we'll go to the barracks real quick.
That mace. Get it away from me. Get it away.
I wasn't
Go
doing...
fiddling with any locks around here. We're going to have a real problem.
I wasn't doing nothing, and he started yelling at me. That was kind of rude. Alright, where is Lydia? Lydia, where are you?
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
No, I'm looking
Another
for
wanderer
Lydia.
here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Nope, I'm looking for Lydia. Might have to go without Lydia, because I can never find her when I need her. This is the alchemy dude. I have no idea where she... I never find her. The couple of times I've attempted to look for her, I don't know where she is. Okay, we're not gonna waste all day with this. I'm just gonna have to do this solo. Okay.
It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passion for blade.
Yeah, we'll just skip trying to find Lydia because I feel like that's just gonna be a pain in the ass. Not much, Diggs. We are working on going to visit, Jurgen Windcaller's burial area and get some stuff from there. So, grave robbing with permission. So, and then if you're new to stream, I am Manderpants. Saturdays and Sundays and Wednesdays I stream. Saturdays and Sundays I do Skyrim. And then Wednesdays tends to be kind of a, I guess at this point, kind of a grab bag. Sometimes I'll do some co-op with friends. Sometimes I'll do some solo gameplay. Usually Wednesdays I like to do something spooky. You know, kind of break out. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's that one that I had equipped. Oopsie doodles. Yeah. So. Alright. Sorry, Shadowmere. Alright, let's go back to what we were doing, which was not fighting stuff. Getting to where we need to be. Alright. Alright, and you know what? We'll drop a quick save real quick. Am I on what I need to be? Did I already get here? Yeah, okay. Alright, so now we're near where we need to be. I did a quick save. We'll do a hard save as well. Alright. Here's the steps. What's he got? We'll take the garnet and the gold. The gold and lockpicks are useful. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna assume I kicked that. This is that area. Now I remember. This was a pain in the ass the first time because I had to... Oh, alright. Yeah, I remember this now. This was a massive pain in the ass. I think it was after this that the cultists attacked me. Then I figure out how to stealth this and just let them essentially get murdered.
Seem less intelligent each time you raise them, if that's even possible.
As long as they can swing a pickaxe where I tell them, they're as smart as we need them to be.
You hear that? The others must have found something.
We'd better go see.
Come on.
These can tend to themselves for a few minutes.
Go, go, go. Come on. Go get yourselves murdered, please, and thank you. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I remember letting them go ahead. I remember figuring out that the best plan of action was let them get killed themselves. Because those three were such a pain in the ass to deal with the first time we were attempting to do this. Yes, we'll take that potion of healing. Sure. What else is in here? Anything else in here? More bodies, but gold. Gold and lockpick. Okay. Alright, works for me. Drop some more quick saves. No. No one. We're gonna take the gold and the soul gem. Soul gem. Minor magic would actually be good. Shock wouldn't be bad. Take gold. Really don't want anything else. Ah, that looks delicious. Got in here all kinds of urns. These are empty. That one was anyway. Oh, minor healing. We'll take that. Gold. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna say, I really don't think you want to screw with me, guy. Alright. Empty, empty. And gold. Alright. That probably has something to do with the bow and arrow. Well, yeah, we're not gonna worry about that. I have to practice with my bow and arrow, that's for sure, but... Alright. Nothing on you that I want. That's dead end. Drop another quick save. Just want to make sure I don't get to a point where... Okay, that looks like a door that I can use to loop back this way as needed. Oh, well, guess what? I can, Ah! Damn it, mouse. Alright, let's... Doop. Where am I? Alright. I guess this time, because I have done it, I mean, not to say it's still not going to possibly be a little bit of a pain in the ass this area, but because I have done this before, I am having not as much of a struggle, but as to say, everything's going to go hunky-dory. I'll take that. Gold, soul gem, healing. Hey, I want that. Rude. Okay, so we've been through there, so we're up above now. Whoa. Hello, physics. Whoa. What the? What the hell is that all about? Okay. Alright, here we will drop a hard save. Ooh, spoopy. Alright. Okay, so that just was an alternate path down here. Hey, that's totally not a booby trap. We'll not step on that. But, oh, do I have to go that way? Oh, it would appear I would have to go that way. Alright, I have a shout for this, though. But I probably should actually do my unrelenting force, because that's good, like, pushback for crowds. So we'll, reconfigure that real quick. I hear more of them. Oh, that's why I hear more of you. Yeah, how do you like that? That's bad can of SpaghettiOs, sir. I don't know what that meant. Yeah. I'm getting used to fighting you guys. Get better, noobs. Says the one that still struggles. What's up here? Not a whole lot down here. Anything else that looks important? Not really. Okay. Just a little side room. Healing. Never a bad idea to grab the little healing potions, because sometimes it's not always easy to run away and hide to heal myself if there's a lot of enemies in the room. Alright, let me just check the local map. Okay, I'm doing good. I'm uncovering stuff. Am I going the right? Okay, so there's like a... Oh, okay. I'm sure I'll uncover it as I get there. Ah, okay, this is how we uncover this. Drop a quick save, because I think it's been a little bit. Is this new area? Yeah, this is new area. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the local one. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be a bit of a puzzle. Okay, we'll come back to that. I probably, have to get to... Oh! You guys! Anyone else? Nope. Okay. Alright. Who else? I don't want your shield. I've already got stuff. Alright, oh, and then I did see the lever. Okay, so we've got this lever, which then should open up this first one, correct? Yes. And this one. Gold. We're gonna ignore the boots. We don't really need those. But I'll take that soul gem. Sure. Why not? I don't have stuff to really mess with that yet. I will eventually get on learning how to use that particular thing. Alright. Did I kind of... Yeah, this room looks pretty filled out. My cursor so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, this room looks pretty filled out. I don't think there was anything in here that I didn't see. Alright, on we go. Drop a quick save. Okay, that just loops back to that hull, so we'll just finish out this tunnel. Alright, so that just loops back out and around through here. Ooh, but it's kind of pretty in here. Oh, there's like more to this area. Okay, okay. Let's peep around in here a little bit. Oh, did I just... Oh, okay. Not too much havoc. Let's just peep around in here a little bit. Flush this area out some. See what's in here. Really to... You missed. Ooh, that's probably something I need to go down and investigate. Alright. Alright. That's gonna probably give me something for my... Alright, let's see how we can get down there. Because I don't want to go down there and not have a way back up. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I explored this, because I wouldn't have gotten whatever that is. Hear it on the other side. Yeah. Fancy, 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 fancy. Alright, yeah, that was worth the exploration. Alright, looks like there's a tiny bit, like, maybe up here. But it's hard to tell, like, how much of a tiny bit. So, well, it might even just be that, I just didn't get close enough to a particular wall or something to flush it out. Yeah, it doesn't look like there... Okay, it doesn't look like anything I really need to worry about. Oh, shoot, was there anything else down here? I didn't even think to make absolutely sure there wasn't anything else down this general area. Let's do a double check. Any hidden chests or anything? No. Okay, I think we got everything that we can down here. We got the important part. Yeah, we got the important bit. Okay. Yep. That looks like 100% all there was down here, which is perfectly fine. There's always a chest at least. Okay, well, let's see if I can find the chest. Because this area... Because I did find one, like, at kind of the other end, like, kind of up there, if that's... But as for, like, a big treasure chest, I don't see anything in the immediate area. Oh, there's a ramp here. I didn't see because I'm blind. Underwater? Oh, that's right. I can go underwater, because... Because of my species, I can go underwater. Bury my axe in his head. Yeah, I don't think the water's deep enough for me to go underwater. Okay, yeah, because it looks like I have this area pretty flushed out. Alright, we'll head back up and continue on the actual proper story. Not that this was a part of the story, but y'all know what I mean. Oh, run path. That's... Well, should I get that mace? Because, I mean, all I would probably do is sell it, because the mace I have is the soul-sucking mace. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, my goodness, word schematics. Yes, I buried my mace in his head. Okay. Do you really wanna? I don't think that was a good idea, friend. Alright. Back on what I was doing. Which, actually, I had to go. Why is that stupid marker there? Did I take a wrong turn somewhere? I think I did. Shoot. How did I get up here? This way. I took a wrong turn somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh. Am I gonna be able to... I mean, I have my shout, but... I'm not sure if it's gonna be fast enough. Okay. So I gotta... Oh, are you kidding me? How does this... Okay, so... Because I can't use my shout twice in a row because there's a cool off, so... How do I do this now? That is horribly rude. Okay. This is gonna take a few attempts, guys. Bear with me. And I botched it because geometry. God damn it. This is not... I'm not very good with timing puzzles, so just bear with me, everyone. Ooh, okay, I got it that time. Okay, that actually... What in the what? Sure. That was some movement that was unsettling. Oh, does my dash not have a cooldown? Because my unrelenting force does. Okay, so can I... Oh, it does have a cooldown. Okay. And I remember I just carefully skirted around the edge on this one. Oh! Well then. We're gonna do some stuff here. Okay. Where's my... Frostbath doesn't make sense. There's my flames. That's the way that works. Oh, that's not quite how I wanted to do that. Okay, this isn't quite how I wanted to do that. Where's my maze? Actually, no. This needs to be this one. That's backwards. Oh, I didn't heal myself. Cool. Alright. Okay, so that didn't work. That's also not what I wanted. definitely not what I want. Where's that sword? Do I really not have the sword anymore? This is definitely not what I want either. Nope. The sword that was all red glowy, but I guess I don't have that anymore. For reasons I don't know. I thought I had it on my person. But I guess not, so I am stuck with... Cool. Alright. I don't think I have anything that I actually want. For whatever stupid reason. So, where's my mace now? Nope. Yeah, that's good. No, you need to go back and cook yourself more. Oh, thank God I killed it. Its downfall was going out into the thing and cooking itself. All right. Dragonborn, I need to speak to you urgently. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood. I'll meet you there. A friend. Oh, this is when those stupid cultists come. Damn it. Now I have to deal with these stupid ass cultists. But I was grabbing soul gems. That's the obnoxious thing. I am positive I grabbed soul gems. Yeah, common soul gem, greater soul gem, soul gem, soul gem, soul gem. Oh, filled with lesser soul. But yeah, not all of these should have been. Yeah, so like I have a common soul gem right here that's empty. It's like I have some empty ones. But, alright. Oh, okay. This'll work. Double check for anything else around here. It's probably got like nothing. Let's go back this way quick and explore. Down the outer. No, doesn't look like it. Okay. So it looks like we're okay. Gold. Sure. we are making progress on the main storyline after probably almost a month of squirreling and doing other stuff. There it is. Wait, where's the main room? There we go. Nope, this way is the main room. Alright, we'll go to the, the thing. We'll go to the thing. And, alright. Oop. Alright, this is where everything got horribly screwed up last time I did the Greybeard stuff.
Take care with those flames.
I don't want to deal
A
with
fine
these
day
guys.
to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
I don't want anything to do with these guys, and I can't skirt them.
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with these cultists, because you know what happened the last time? They got me stuck in a damn death loop. I don't want to deal with you guys. Run away. Can I go around them? Oh, it's gonna force me into something and I don't want it. I want nothing to do with this. Ha! I outsmarted them. Evasive maneuvers. Okay. What? Oh. Okay, never mind. I have to do this to get... Okay. Okay, Sleeping Giant. That's where we're going, and that's how we're gonna get the horn. I panicked, because I was like, wait a minute. I got so caught up in everything else that was going on, I didn't realize last time it didn't have the X... Or it didn't have the retrieve the horn thing. No, that's not what I wanted. Sleeping Giant. You look the cultists? No, I didn't deal with the cultists. I evaded. No, I didn't loot them. I didn't do anything. I evaded them because I didn't want to deal with them. Because the last time I dealt with them, oh my god, I don't want to. Because I got stuck in a death loop. That's how this all started. Yeah, well, they're quests I don't want to deal with.
Whatever you need.
Fine, I will find them.
Simple and strong. I can afford it.
Where are the jerks? Fine, I don't like you guys.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Your lies fall on deaf ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Yeah, you're the reason why my...
Time to die.
You're the reason why my game broke last time. You're exactly the reason why my game broke last time. No, you stupid jerk. There! Take that. That is my vengeance for last time. You broke my damn game. Well, I got my revenge. Is that what I need to do, was kill them? They initiated it. I did nothing. I talked to them. I didn't want to talk to them. They initiated all that. Alright, well. Wait, you know what, though? I can sell your stuff. At least the useful stuff. Oh, I need that. I will sell those. All right. Nope. It's under books. It's always under books, which makes no sense. Okay, board the vessel Northern Maiden, docked at Raven Rock. Take it to Windhelm, then begin your search. Kill the false dragonborn known as Manderpants before she reaches Solstum. Return with the word of your success, and Mirak shall be most pleased. Nah, I'm gonna kill all of you. We're gonna go with, I'm just gonna get smug and confident. I'm gonna take all of you out. Take all of y'all mofos out. Alright. That's literally all I had to do was read the note, and now I don't have to worry about that quest line unless I absolutely want to. Cool.
Stay out of trouble, Argonian.
Because at the moment, too, I gotta find, before I go anywhere, I need to find Lydia. I'm not doing that alone. Oh, no! There was... I made a note of a dude in, a place. I might maybe call on him. Because he seemed fun.
Huh?
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me.
Well, what did she just give me? I decided right then and there that I know. Huh? What did you give me? No, get rid of that marker. But why does this still have an X? Do I have to... Oh, the horn was missing. Never mind. Talk to... Okay.
Close the door, then we can talk. Now we can talk.
Oh! Sneaky, sneaky.
The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. I hope they're right. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. You can't be too careful. Thalmor spies are everywhere. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I needed to make sure it wasn't a Thalmor trap. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you, for a very long time. If you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place.
Okay, I mean, that's fair.
We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can
Strip
you
it
do
like a ramen.
Can you devour a dragon's soul?
I mean, yeah.
Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough.
I eat it like a bowl of ramen.
I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. They're nothing if not predictable. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Yes, we're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
I mean, I've done some pretty Dragonborn-y stuff, but...
Yes. We're very old enemies. And if my suspicions are correct, they might have something to do with the dragons returning. But that isn't important right now. What is important is that you might be Dragonborn.
There we go.
Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life.
Oh.
They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mounds and found them empty.
Oh yeah,
and
that's a problem.
I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Gonna go kill a dragon, gonna get more soul.
You should know. You got the map from me.
Gonna kill a
the
dragon,
Dragonstone you got for
Farengar,
remember?
the ultimate Dragonborn.
So you were paying attention. I arranged to have Farengar recover the Dragonstone for me. It's what I do. I make things happen from behind the scenes. After all, here you are.
Ooh, look at you being a puppeteer of sorts.
Yes. A map of ancient dragon burial sites. I've looked at which ones are now empty. The pattern is pretty clear. It seems to be spreading
Clear
from
like
the
a clean
southeast,
glass.
starting in the Gerals near Riften. The one near Kynesgrove is next, if the pattern holds. Kynesgrove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can get there before it happens, maybe we'll learn how to stop it.
Let's go kill a dragon.
I need to get into my traveling gear.
Get some soul
Give me a
stuffs.
minute and I'll be ready.
Eat it like a ramen. Slurp, slurp, slurp.
That's better. Let's get on the road to Kynesgrove.
Ooh. She's got her ass-kicking boots on. I love it. Yep, just the innkeeper, all of a sudden in armor, nothing sus. Nothing sus
Lord
about
Nara,
this.
I'm traveling. You've got the inn till I
This
get
is
back.
an ode to Skyrim's
Right.
staunch
Happy
protectors,
trails.
the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone.
You are not the
Age
spicy
of
bard.
aggression is just about done.
Kynes Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
Shadowmere! Horse! Come hither, Shadowmere! Gonna get my horsey, gonna kill a dragon. Chicken. Chicky. Okay. Let's drop a hard save. Because that was a lot to take in, and I don't want to accidentally fudge it and have to do that all over again. Alright, where are we going? Oh, I have like way too many markers on my map here. Alright. Gotta take that off for now. Okay, locate the dragon burial site. Okay. So that quest is way over here. We've been to Windhelm. We can fast travel. Yeah, we're gonna fast travel. Gonna fast travel. Choom! Across the planet. Then we're gonna get Shadowmere, and then we're gonna huff it to the dragon graveyard thing. Why is there not a run button? This is ridiculous. Usually games don't default to as run, or if they do, then they have a faster run button.
Hey, you're the one who killed Elaine de Font up in Raldbata. Oh yeah, word about that got around.
I didn't do nothing about anything. She was just a very crotchety old lady that abused children. And I reassigned her. Alright. Am I going? Yeah. Do. Gonna go into the wilderness with my horse to a dragon graveyard. Oh, is this not gonna be? Oh, there's a path. A goat? Okay, you know what? It's It's Skyrim. Goats go in water. I 100% saw a goat go swimming in the water.
No, you don't want to go up there. A dragon, it's attacking.
Hell yeah, I want to go up there.
Well, I don't know. Not yet. It flew over the town and landed on the old dragon mound.
Oh, no, we're totally gonna go get it.
There, but I'm not waiting around to find out.
No, thanks, lady. But no, that's exactly where we want to go. We want to kill a dragon and eat its soul like a bowl of ramen noodles. Alright, sorry, Shadowmere. I'm gonna have to hoof it on foot now. Pretty sure this is not gonna be host-friendly, horse-friendly terrain. I could have probably brushed you up this far, but... Ah! Geometry! There it is. I guess I could have brought Shadowmere up here, but... It's hard to tell sometimes just how rocky terrain's gonna get. Really? How the hell do you get up there? traversable. No? Game, cut me some slack here. Yeah. Alright.
Salokunir, Zil Grotova Ursa. Sled.
Oh! Well... Wait, I am... Okay. Okay.
Alduinturi, Oanti Bobria Subixential Kuzi. Coming near. Full size.
So do I just start attacking it?
Kora mi no.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, you can do that. Alright, I need to, no. I need you to be on that one. That's exactly not what I wanted. Dragon soul. Give me that delicious dragon soul. Nom 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 nom. I mean, yeah. That away. So I don't...
I owe you some answers, don't I?
You sure do.
Go ahead. Whatever you want to know. Nothing held back.
Alright, before we get into this storyline, let me... Slam some caffeine, slam some water. Alright.
I'm one of the last members of the Blades. A very long time ago, the Blades were dragon slayers, and we served the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer. For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. Now that dragons are coming back, our purpose is clear again. We need to stop them.
Do it, King.
Not a damn thing. I was just as surprised as you to find that big black dragon here. Really? Where? Interesting. Same dragon.
Damn it. We're blundering around in the dark here. We need to figure out who's behind it all.
Exactly. Nobody even remembers our name these days. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperor.
There's a song about not
Those
remembering
days
people,
are long
but
gone,
I don't remember it
For
offhand.
the last 200 years,
Ha!
we've been searching
But
for
no,
the next
Pujit, there is
Dragonborn
some
to guide
song
our
about
guard, as we are sworn to do. But we never found one
people not remembering
until
people,
now.
but I honestly can't think of it at this time.
The first thing we need to do is figure out who's behind the dragons. The Thalmor are our best lead. If they aren't involved, they'll know who is. Before the Great War, the Blades helped the Empire against the Thalmor. Our Grand Master saw them as the greatest threat to Tamriel. At the time, that was true. Maybe it still is. So we fought them in the shadows, all across Tamriel. We thought we were more than a match for them. We were wrong. Nothing solid, yet. But my gut tells me it can't be anybody else. The Empire had captured Ulfric. The war was basically over. Then a dragon attacks, Ulfric escapes, and the war is back on. And now the dragons are attacking everywhere, indiscriminately. Skyrim is weakened. The Empire is weakened. Who else gains from that but the Thalmor? If we could get into the Thalmor embassy, it's the center of their operations in Skyrim. Problem is that place is locked up tighter than a miser's purse. They could teach me a few things about paranoia. I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas, but I'll need some time to pull things together. Meet me back in Riverwood. If I'm not back when you get there, wait for me. I shouldn't be long. Keep an eye on the sky. This is only going to get worse.
I will meet you back in River things, but first we're going to travel to Winterfell so I can drop stuff off and for my pockets. Oops. Or White Run. Where did I get Winterfell from? Ah.
Have you heard? There's been another dragon attack. Kynesgrove this time.
Yeah, you don't say? Ah, stairs are my greatest enemy. There. Alright. Oh, that's probably the thing I was thinking of. For some reason, I thought it was a sword. That I'm gonna put in there for now. Oops. Oh, the black blade. That's what I was looking for. So I did have a weird sword. Okie doke. I think everything else is pretty Okay. Alright, then we'll go talk to Daphne again, or not Daphne, Delphi. Delphine.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
I mean, I can help you shake up your night. You could just go on a rampage or something. I don't know.
I don't think you were followed.
This
Come
is
on,
an ode
I
to
have a plan.
Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone. For the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
We will take back our home.
I've been doing this a long time, remember? While the Thalmor have been looking for me, I've been watching them. The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him.
Can I?
I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it?
Yeah, sure.
While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Okay, well, we will do this, but now I need to, like, make a decision on, do we do this first and then go back to the Greybeards, or do we need to go back to the Greybeards and then we can pick this up? I'm just trying to think, does the order matter or does the order not matter? Because I should probably go back to the Greybeards first, since we had put that off for, like, almost a month. Sure. I think we'll go back to the Greybeards first and then do this. Because I know this still has part to do with the main story, but like I said, we've been putting off the Greybeard stuff for, like, a good solid month.
Give me a mug of ale.
So.
Coming right up.
Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about.
Oh, well, alright,
Luckily,
that's
they
fair.
don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties.
Plenty fair.
Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
Ugh, gross. Butt kissing. I hate it. I
That's
don't wanna.
when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
Okay, but yes, first though, we are going to go talk to the Greybeards.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
Okay. I wasn't gonna do anything, I promise. Nah, that's not what I want. Alright.
retrieved the horn of Jorgen Wimkola. Well done. You have now passed all the trials.
Woo-woo.
Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
If I was supposed to do that or not.
Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Woo! Alright. So is that then more or less it for the Greybeard stuff? Oh, well, there's still the... But, yeah, maybe later. Okay. Alright, let's level up some stuff. Magic or health? I dumped the last stuff into health. Maybe we'll dump it one more time into health. Yeah, we'll dump it one more time into health. Can I get anything? I don't think I have enough to really do anything. Oh, well, I'm not gonna dual cast. Nope. This one allows me to do it for half magic, which probably isn't the worst idea. And I do use my fire from time to time, and I do still use my fire, so yeah, why not? And the next level up, we will go with our one-handed weapon and put something into that if we got enough for it. Alright. Oop. Alright, let's go do some shenanigans with rich people. Rich people are a bother. It's actually kind of a terrifying thing.
Argonian. Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing.
I mean...
Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing.
No.
If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Alright, we're gonna take my Blade of Woe. And the Wind Shear. And... we might want this guy too. Okay. I think I'll be okay, right? Yeah. She's not playing any music. That is talent.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
I love when like little game mechanics break.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed. My working days are done.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the news? The Emperor has been murdered. Right here in Skyrim.
Yep.
By the gods. If the dark run will time to die. Nobody's
How is she? There she is.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor embassy dressed like that.
I'm working on it. I don't wanna. That's it. Just some party boots and.
can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy dressed like that.
But
You can't go to a party at the Thalmor Embassy.
But I put it on! Did I not put this all on? Apparel. Oh, for... It says I have it all on. Oh, there. Are you happy now?
That. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy?
Not really, but sure.
Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
This is so weird. I don't like it. All my stuff.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Ellenwood's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Oh wait, I wasn't...
There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree?
No, damn it! Go!
I will just rest here a moment. Damnably cold out here. I don't look forward to the trip back down. Perhaps we might share a carriage after the party. I know, we've just met. But think, by the time the party is over, we'll no doubt be fast friends. I look forward to it.
Are you gonna move or not, sir?
Please, take your time.
What the hell? Why is he not going?
I'll go after you. Although these fellows know me, I never miss one.
Oh, we're here. Okay, that was the dumbest
Welcome
travel
to the
ever.
Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, ma'am. Go right in.
Wow, that was not the usual fast
Now
travel.
then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc.
I mean, do you though?
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are? Don't worry. My parties are always well stocked with the finest food and drink available in this country. But first, you were introducing yourself.
Was I though?
Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the
Evasive maneuvers. Don't give her my name.
I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, no. We'll,
What can I get? Yes, what do you need?
Captain Saphir is far too...
Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Say she's going to open a bottle of her best firebrand wine later. I can hardly wait.
You speak truly. Have you heard any interesting rumors of late?
Well, I did hear that the Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Windhelm. They're only allowed
What can I get for you,
city
ma'am?
docks now. Most of them sleep together.
Of course.
in one building.
Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Oh, I'm gonna create a distraction? How the hell do I create a distraction? Num 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 num.
Are you enjoying the party?
As much as can be expected, yes.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it then.
How am I supposed to create a distraction? Like, seriously? Just go. I'm waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted. What the hell does that mean?
None of these people cares a whit about the religious aspects of this war. Another sign of the degeneracy of your empire.
You're rude.
It's a necessary
I'm
part
so
of my
glad
job
you could
to mix
attend
with
today.
The upper classes of Skyrim, such as they are.
Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim.
The
I
music
also
is getting
oversee the
intense. I don't like
activities of the
that.
Thalmor
Obviously it's
Justiciars
gonna
throughout
happen.
Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war. The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion.
Is it though?
The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics.
Trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim. They seem to think it's at least a
Do
dozen.
enjoy yourself.
I don't know how to...
The degeneracy of the Empire is on display here.
These parties are a great way to earn a little extra money.
Yep.
These parties are a great way to earn a little extra money.
I need to create a distraction. I literally have
Helen
no idea how they're
always
supposed
throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it.
to... Yeah. Who are you? I don't...
Very well then. There's a likely looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, servant girl. What's your name, dear?
Ah, Reyna, sir. Do you need
What can I get for you, ma'am?
Oh, no, that's not what I'm in.
Here you go, ma'am. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you?
And believe me, I don't say that.
Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
I don't understand what that
Is
means.
there anything else I could do for
How much more distraction could you possibly need right now? They're at a goddamn party.
Maybe later. Don't go far.
Ah.
Yes, sir.
Like, what do I need to do? Murder someone? What's going on here? Distraction. There's literally nothing to do to cause a distraction. You just need to get my shit, sir.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, ma'am.
I mean, sure.
What can I get for you? I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment.
I've literally had one.
Until next time.
Did you see that serving girl? I hear elf women are insatiable.
Wow.
Dead lately? No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never
Really?
falter.
Yes, maybe that would be just the thing.
Okay,
She
maybe...
seemed to be playing hard to get when I spoke to her earlier.
I don't think she's playing hard to get. I think she sure doesn't like you, dude, but...
Now you've gone and gotten my hopes up again.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, ma'am. Ugh, Erica, right? He was talking to me earlier. I could tell what he was after.
Yeah, but...
I hate working these parties. Some of the guests are nice, but there's always a few like Erica. Please tell him to leave me alone. Politely. I'm sure you'll have better luck getting through to him than I would.
Okay, there. So, let's hope this causes... No, you get back here, sir. We're not done yet.
Have you talked to Braylus yet? I'm not a patient man, you know.
Yeah, I did. Oh wait, here's my distraction.
I knew it. No woman yet born has been able to resist my charms for long. Thank you, my friend. I owe you one.
What? I'm sorry, sir, but you must have misunderstood. I'm not permitted to leave the party.
Oh, I don't think so. I think I understand perfectly. Don't worry, my dear. I will.
So there's my distraction.
Excuses to your employer.
I did not.
I'm sorry, but I can't go anywhere with you. I won't. Please, I must get back to my duties.
Don't you dare walk away from me, you slut! Do you know who I am?
Wow, that was some language.
Leave me alone.
Now you're going to be sorry.
Hurry up. You need to get my shit like right now, sir.
Let's go. Before
Go.
anyone notices
Yeah. Hurry up. Go.
Disgusting manner.
Is that so?
I did not enjoy any of that, FYI.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it?
Yeah.
Follow me.
Make this quick. I did not enjoy anything that I just did. That is not how I wanted to create a distraction.
Who comes now, sir? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Hurry it up. I've got to get back before I'm...
Oh, fire stick.
Have you visited Rorikstead lately? No matter how harsh the winter, the crops...
Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything, lady.
Or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
The hold is barely scraping by. The harvest of Rorikstead is always bountiful.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Oh. This door. I didn't realize there was a door right here.
Good luck. Did you see those robes?
You're on your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers?
Well, alright then. This isn't what I wanted. I don't think this is how this was supposed to go. Yeah, I didn't think as sneaky and a little too late for that. But it doesn't sound like anyone not in the party. We're good. It's all fine. It's not fine. It's fine. It's not fine. You still wearing your armor? No, I'm wearing the robes. Those stupid party robes. No, I had to change into the stupid, party clothes. I can't. She has all my stuff. I can't change into anything. I didn't think to put my stupid... Yeah, I didn't think to put my freaking armor back in with all the stuff. I'll be fine. Maybe. Probably not. Grab the elven armor.
What was...
Well, it's better than nothing.
I'll end your miserable life.
Hey! I don't think so. That's exactly how that's not gonna work. I'm ending you. Ah, alright. Well, I can still come out of this fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's fine. Ah.
Never should have come here. It's nothing!
Oh, and there's the doors, like, hey, sell something.
But I need that money.
It's fine.
I earned it. I had my own expenses, you know. Silence. Do not presume, sir. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less...
Whoa! What the hell? Oh my god, I moved and then it just went into auto run. He completely freaked out. Just trying to crouch and then I decided I moved. You will die. You will die. I did attempt to sneak that time, but then my keyboard freaked out and moved me forward. I got like a weird... It didn't pop up sticky key, but I think I had a weird sticky key situation. We need that, we need that, we need that, and we need that. Just take it all. Okay, now one more quick save. Okay. First, we anticipated a breakthrough in our efforts to uncover the party or power behind the Dragon Resurrection phenomenon. Informant has identified a possible lead whom we have brought back to the embassy for full interrogation. The subject is obstinate, but by all indication is holding back the information we seek. I have authorized intermediate manual uncoiling. That sounds horribly unpleasant. I do not expect more will be necessary unless you feel time presses. I know you prefer to be present for the final questioning. I will inform you immediately when the subject is fully receptive. 2 days should tell the tale. In the meantime, if you wish to audit our technique, your expertise is welcome. As always, I have placed the prisoner in this cell closest to your office, stairs for your convenience. Rulindel, third something. Okay. No, that's not what I... Did my game just break? No, get out of here. How do you get out of this? No, get out of this. Get out of this. My whole game just broke. I cannot... Okay. Thanks, game. Trying. Alright, no, I got it. The menu freaked out because the stupid command box popped up. And it wasn't letting me... L1 first emissary, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Okay. It's doing it again. What is your problem, menu? Okay, my menus for these are screwing up, which is not good. Active, capture, kill, high priority. Female, veteran, mid-50. Delphi was a high priority target. Oh, it sounds like they might have Delphi. Or Delphine. Oh, they don't know where she is. Jarl of Windhelm, leaders, background. War against Tower, under interrogation. Hands off, etc. No. All right. I should probably put my flames out. Actually. Alright, first we'll heal. And then we'll actually gonna do my flames. What is up with everything breaking? Oh, yeah, I probably should look into wrapping up. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, I'll find a good spot to actually, like, call it. But yeah, I'll look into wrapping up for the day. Yeah, I didn't realize what time it was already. Read that one? Oh, Esben. Okay, fugitive capture, high priority. Description, male, Nord, late 70s. Background, Esben was born of the Blades lore masters prior to the First War against the Empire. He was not a field agent, but is now believed to have been behind some of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades during the pre-war years, including the Fallon Esti incident and the breach of the Blue River prison. His file had remained dormant for many years, an excusable error on the part of my predecessor, who has been recalled to Alinor for punishment and re-education. in the erroneous belief that he was unlikely to pose a threat due to his advanced age and lack of field experience. A salutary reminder to all operational levels that no Blades agent should be considered low priority for any reason. All are to be found and justice executed upon them. Operational notes. As we are still in the dark as to the cause and meaning of the return of the dragons, I have made capturing Esbern our top priority, as he is known to be one of the experts in the dragon lore of the Blades. Regrettably, we have yet to match their expertise on the subject of dragons, which was derived from their Akaveri origins and is still far superior to our own, which means largely theoretical. The archives of Cloud Ruler Temple, which is believed to have been the primary repository of the oldest Blades lore, were largely destroyed during the siege, and although great effort has been made to reconstruct what was lost, it now appears that most of the records related to the dragons were either removed or destroyed prior to our attack. Thus, Esbern remains our best opportunity to learn how and why the dragons have returned. It cannot be ruled out that the Blades themselves are somehow connected to the dragon's return. We have recently obtained solid information that Esben is still alive and hiding somewhere in Riften. Interrogation of a possible eyewitness is going on. We must proceed carefully to avoid Esben becoming alerted to his danger. If he is indeed in Riften, he must not be given an opportunity to flee. That was a lot of words. Okay.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm dead
traitor.
already.
Move. Slowly.
Gold lockpick. Who needs a key? I got lockpicks. Oh. It won't actually let me.
He's got to be here somewhere.
There should be a key somewhere. Is there one chest I missed? Did I miss a key somewhere? F.
Never
well. Say, you need to get out of my way, dude, so I don't die. Hey, there we go. Trapdoor key. Thank you. Alright, let me just knock this little bit out. Oh, this is gonna be something. Okay, actually, then we will call it good here. I figured this would be open a hatch, pull out a person, done. So actually then, we'll call it here for the day. So I'll drop quick save and a hard save. Alright, I am healed up. Alright, quit. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. We will play more. So Wednesday will be the next stream. We'll play more of Hatman Shadow Ward. And then hopefully next weekend will be a normal weekend. And we'll pick up more Skyrim on Saturday. So have a good rest of your Sunday, everyone. Bye.